Hi everybody. Welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Tuesday. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's already well into the new year. I hope that you are making it worthwhile. Hello, Mr. Darcy. Welcome, my friend. I hope that you are making the new year worthwhile. I hope that you have set your intentions. You've started the new year on a great foot, and the first week was incredible for you. I know it was for me. We've been doing all kinds of things. I got to go see Gabby Bernstein this weekend at her book launch in Boston. It was fantastic. If you don't know who Gabby Bernstein is, check her out. She was on Oprah's Super Soul Sunday. She's a New York Times bestseller. I am a graduate of her Spirit Junkie Level 1 course, and she is launching a book called Judgment Detox. And it's fantastic. And going to her book launch was great because she shared some of the things that are in the book, and I'm going to be part of a course that she's sharing with that book, which is phenomenal. But what are we doing here? I'll talk more about that after. What are we doing here? We show up every day for meditation. We take 4 minutes every day at 2 p.m. Eastern, or if you're not on the Eastern Seacoast, you are wherever you are, maybe you're at Central Standard Time. I believe it's 1 o'clock there, it's 11 o'clock in California. Wherever you are, we want you to set your alarm clock for 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and we want you to hold intention with us for peace. We've been creating this Maharishi Effect for over a year and a half. We come together. We have hundreds of people coming from all over the world. We're simulcasting this on, I believe it's 6 different platforms at this point, and we're all setting our intention for peace to create an energetic ripple, an energetic shift in ourselves and in the collective consciousness. By shifting our own energy, by getting ourselves grounded, by resetting, rebalancing, and redirecting our energy, we are creating an energy ripple that then goes out and shares that in a bigger way, and it helps nudge people in the direction of a better day, a better positive afternoon, and all of the things. So, I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's 2 o'clock. Whatever meditation practice you're drawn to, we ask that you go to that meditation practice, and we just ask that you set your intention on peace. We ask that you hold the intention of peace so that all of our like energy connects up together, because like energy attracts like energy, and it will connect up together and create this beautiful peace ripple. And by doing this every single day, we send out little bursts of peace into the air, and we send out little bursts of peace into the frequency. So, here we go. Wonderful. Ooh, we lit on a little bit longer than usual. Ooh, sorry about that. I was really feeling it today. Hi, Miriam. I'm so glad that so many of you take time to plug in, to reset, regroup, reground, redirect your thoughts for the afternoon, and take time out for self-care. Self-care is so important. Thank you, Mr. Darcy. It is so important to take care of you. And it's so funny because this Judgment Detox book couldn't have come out at any better of a time, because she walks you through 6 steps to move away from judgment. Now, I've pretty much moved away from judgment in a lot of areas of my life, but over the last few weeks, I found myself harshly judging myself. Dangerous place to get into, right? So I'm like, why aren't I doing more? Why didn't I clean the house better? Why is there a pile over there? Why didn't I get the Christmas tree down yet? Which I took the Christmas tree down yesterday. Don't worry, I don't have to keep it up till Candlemas. It has hit the front lawn. It's gone. But like, why am I not showing up at a 10 out of 10 or a 12 out of 10, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. There's no room for judgment. There is no room in our lives to judge ourselves. There's no room in our lives to judge other people. Judgment is wasted thought. Judgment just shows that there is a space that needs to be healed. And clearly, for me, I had a lot of things going on where I was balancing a lot of different areas. I was getting A Course in Miracles all situated so it could go onto my platform to be shared, so that we could all share in a day-to-day affirmation and movement. I also had a bunch of different things taking place that were events that I had to go to, or places I had to be that may have been in my own home. We have a lot of birthdays that take place in this winter time, and so there was a lot of places I needed to be showing up. I have 2 businesses that I run, and I wasn't showing up completely in those spaces, and I was harshly ridiculing myself and judging myself for not showing up in those spaces. And then I was like, wait a second. 70% of anything is perfection, because we're not ever going to be perfect at anything. Just showing up in itself is great practice to be better the next time. And then on top of it, when you start judging yourself, you just stop. Like, you stop. You're like, oh, well, it wasn't perfect, so I'm just not going to do any of it. And I'm like, well, that's dumb. Quite honestly, that's just silly. So when I got into the book launch the other day, and we were all sitting, and a bunch of us were talking, and I got to meet up with a great friend, Maharishi Effect, and I got to meet some new great friends, which was fantastic. And we were talking about the different things and why we were excited that the book came out, and why we were excited that we were going to be able to grab our copy right then and there and start reading it. And mine was so that I could just find balance, right? Everyone just wants happiness. But a lot of the times what that truly, the underlying space of that is balance. Nobody wants to live a stressed out life. Nobody wants to be in a hurry all the time. My ideal life is like ease and grace all the time. Is that far-fetched? For most people it can be. But over the last year, my husband and I have been making it part of our life to make it so that in the next year, our life will be full of ease and grace. How are we doing that? We're implementing small steps. This book is another small step to show us that these judgments against ourselves are just not serving us. They're just not, like, he was harshly judging himself because he hadn't sat down to write some of his book. And he's like, why am I doing that? Because the more that I just, like, backtalk myself, the more I just don't sit in front of the computer, because then I have this whole guilt pattern and all these things happen, and I'm like, yeah, hop on the boat, honey, let's get the book. We have a copy for him too, don't worry, we're both reading it. And so it's just crazy how all of the things show up. When you need a tool, all of the tools will show up. When you need something, the universe is going to guide you to it, give it to you, or put you in its path. And that's kind of how we live. So meditation helps us to have a tool to be like, okay, we need to unplug, we need to reset, we need to, where's this judgment coming from? Why are we doing this? Well, how can we heal from it? How can we let it go and release it? Because we meditate AM, now, and PM. We meditate 3 times a day. So, I know I'm on my rambly mode today, but I thought that was definitely worth sharing because I know people are like, well, you show up in your kitchen every day and you obviously have all the time in the world. And, well, as much as I like to think I have all the time in the world, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I show up because this is important. I show up because meditation is important to me. I show up because creating an energetic ripple in the world surrounding us is important to me. We can't change anything out there. We can only change what's within. By changing what's within, we will gradually change what's exterior to us. So, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I hope you have enjoyed this meditation. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow holding intention for peace. If you aren't part of my Facebook page, come over to Rebecca Packard Live Free. If you don't know what I do, you can check out RebeccaPackard.com and see what it is that I actually do for my grown-up life. And not that this isn't grown-up, but you know what I mean. A lot of people go, oh, what are you doing? And I've said, oh, go check it out. I love these like third-party conversations that I have with myself and you guys all at the same time. So have a fantastic afternoon and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Oh, feel free to invite people. Yay!